The Miller household was defined by a specific kind of suburban entropy, a delicate balance of snark and survival that Bill Miller usually navigated from the comfort of his recliner. On this particular morning, the sun was barely over the horizon when Judy Miller leaned against the doorframe, watching her husband blink away the last remnants of sleep. "Hey, you know what would be fun?" Judy asked, her voice carrying a hint of mischief. Bill did not even turn his head from the flickering light of the television. "There is only 3 things I find fun anymore. I am already watching television, so that leaves beer and sex." He finally glanced over at her with a lazy, playful smirk. "Since we just got up, I am assuming you were talking about beer. And what the hell, I will have one." Judy let out a short laugh, shaking her head. "Actually, I was going to suggest a drive in the country, but I am liking the sound of a morning buzz. We were meant to pee." The domestic tranquility was short-lived as Jackie Harris bustled into the kitchen, carrying an empty sack with the dramatic flair of a tragic heroine. "Well, just so you know, this is the last bag of chicken feed we will be getting from Dr. Neville. I think I finally scared him off by telling him all of my life horror stories." "All your stories?" Dan asked, raising an eyebrow as he poured a cup of coffee. "Yes, Dan, I told him everything. From Beverly telling me when I was 4 that she did not like hugging me because I had sharp bones. I made it very clear that I am a damaged self-loathing mess, and he should run for his life. And suddenly there was a horse with a liver tumor, and he ran out." The conversation shifted as Becky Miller entered, clutching her infant daughter and a mountain of laundry. "After we finish folding this load, I am taking the baby for a walk." Darlene, slumped at the kitchen table, groaned in mock agony. "Here you go, another reminder that you can have babies and I cannot walk. If you don't do those things, they come and take the baby away," Becky pointed out flatly. "Then at least I wouldn't have to hear about the baby," Darlene retorted. "Hey, it is not my fault," Becky said, a touch of defensive pride in her voice. "It is a burden being so fertile. You are lucky it is all dust bunnies and cobwebs down there for you. Meanwhile, I am flowing like the mighty Mississippi." Darlene's expression softened just a fraction, the sharp edge of her sarcasm momentarily blunted. "Hey, I am sorry, Mom. I know how much you were looking forward to having a baby. But don't worry, you are old. Your pain will be over soon." Judy smiled, leaning over the counter. "Well, that would be great, but if not, I expect you to have kids." "I will, I promise," Darlene deadpanned. "The love that you withheld from me, I will seek from strange men and have lots of bastard children." "You think that doesn't make me feel better, but it does," Judy countered. Later that afternoon, the house was quieter. Darlene sat with her mother, the bravado of the morning replaced by a quiet vulnerability. "After the magazine failed, I thought that having a baby was going to be like my new sense of purpose, and then I failed at that. I am just kind of lost." "You are not lost," Judy said firmly. "You are free. You are free to try something different. Harris is basically an adult, and Mark is smarter than you and doesn't need you." "He is not that much smarter," Darlene protested. "If you were smarter than him, you would know how much smarter he is than you," Judy pointed out with a wink. "Maybe I have more time," Darlene mused, staring at her coffee. "But I don't even know what I would do. I mean, what do I need? Well, I do need more money. What do you think they pay supervisors? They drive cars that are painted all one color, so more than us." Darlene's eyes lit up as her ambition finally sparked. "Well, I am way overqualified for what I am doing now. And if I got to boss you around and make your life miserable, that is like a benefits package. The only problem is I have to suck up to management in order to get into it. I mean, I can barely talk to those people, let alone kiss their ass." "Talking to somebody from management isn't hard," Judy laughed. "Here, watch this, I will be you." Judy stood up, hunching her shoulders and putting on a scowl. "Hi, I am Darlene. Oh, you are that weird little troll that walks around acting all superior." "Yes, but it is just a defense mechanism because I am not as pretty and smart as my sister." "Hi, I am Becky," Becky chimed in, entering the room just in time to join the roast. "I would have gotten here earlier, but I was busy avoiding the sad reality that I am an average-looking blonde who drank away my future oops." "God, Mom," Darlene groaned. "Way to take a fun game and make it mean." "That is what I do. I am a killer of joy," Judy said, leaning back with a satisfied smirk. Suddenly, Darlene straightened up, her gaze fixing on the break room door. "There, it is fun again. There is Robin, the angel of death. I love when management shows up in the break room like they are one of us. Did I tell you she wrote me up? I was 10 minutes late." Beverly Rose was crying because we couldn't find her binky. That is terrible, Darlene said, her eyes narrowing. You don't deserve that, or maybe you do. We haven't been working together that long. She has no idea how hard I work. Oh crap, we should have been back on the line 5 minutes ago. Darlene, you are 5 minutes early, Becky noted, confused. Who is watching our station? I will go. Darlene stood her ground as Robin, the supervisor, walked over. Hey. Oh hey, Robin replied, surprised. Mind if I join you? Sure, Darlene said, gesturing to the empty chair. But you will get the stink of management all over you, and your fellow co-workers are going to shun you. If I knew that was all it took to get some peace and quiet from those people, I would have sat with you a long time ago, Robin said, sitting down. Robin Skesky, managing supervisor. I know, Darlene said. Darlene Connor, faceless drone. You are Darlene Connor, Robin said, her interest piqued. Oh no, it is good the big bosses have noticed you. I took a look at your file. Apparently you are smart, diligent. Other employees already hate you. You have got real management potential. Wow, management potential, Darlene said, leaning in. That was the furthest thing from my mind when I decided to come over here and kiss your ass. Now really this is great cause now I don't have to ask to see pictures of your kids and tell you they are adorable. I don't have kids, Robin said. But my husband and I do have a French bulldoodle. Oh, congratulations, Darlene deadpanned. You finally found a poodle combination that doesn't really work. Robin laughed, the sound sharp and surprising. I am going to be honest with you. I truly believe that I have the brains to be in management. I just need someone to mentor me. I have done that, Robin admitted. Usually to college kids, but I could do someone old. Great, so when can we find some time to talk? Darlene asked. I have been really careful with COVID, Robin said. So you could come to my place and you could meet my family. You will see why I am willing to spend almost all my time at work. You don't have to sell me, Darlene said. I have been stuck in my house for months. One more game of Clue with my husband, and it is going to be me in the bathroom with the candlestick. Pretty sure there has been a recent sales spike in murder games, Robin agreed. Back at the house, Mark was hunched over his notebook at the kitchen table. Grandpa, can I get your help with the homework assignment? 50 years of drinking says probably not, Dan replied, but let us give it a whirl. I am doing this project on the American Revolution, Mark explained. And I am supposed to find out where our family was during the war. Well, just so happens my great-grandfather told me we had ancestors that fought in the Revolutionary War, Dan said proudly. Whoa, that is so cool, Mark exclaimed. We are related to revolutionaries. What kind of? They were an Irish regiment sent over to wipe out the revolutionaries, Dan said flatly. They are called the Freedom Killers. Just tell them they were in the Revolutionary War, Mark. Jackie suggested from the hallway. Don't tell them who they killed. And Jackie, what about your side of the family? Oh, well, I don't know about the American Revolution, Jackie said. But I believe Grandma Beverly was part of the Spanish Inquisition. You know the Iron Maiden. A torture device in the shape of a woman filled with spikes. It is based on her. A knock at the door interrupted them. Dr. Neville stepped in, holding a small box. Hey, everybody. Hey, is Jackie around? You know I am here, my car is out front, Jackie called out. I knew I should have covered it in branches. What do you want, Neville? Somebody dropped this bad boy off at my office because they couldn't care for him anymore, and I thought of you guys, Neville said. Sorry, we are full up, Dan said. Wait a minute, Mark interrupted, pointing to a corner. Here is a cozy little space with its own little light and central heating. Can we keep it, please? Why do you want to eat all our pets? Jackie asked Neville, though she was already reaching for the box. Fine. I also brought something for you, Jackie. Okay, why? Well, I thought about that story you told me over coffee where Bev took away your stuffed giraffe. And I wanted you to know that I really listened. I knew this would be emotional for you, but if it helps heal a traumatic experience, then I feel like I have done the right thing. He handed her a small stuffed giraffe. Jackie stared at it, her face contorted with a sudden rush of memory. No, you haven't. This is a terrible gift. My mother didn't just take away my giraffe. She gave it to my dog Lucky, who had one of those carts instead of rear legs, and he ran up a hill with it. But when he got tired, he started rolling back down, and he went under a trash truck, but then he got hit by a bus, which is why he had the cart in the first place. Neville looked horrified. Jackie, why don't you get it? I told you I was broken, Jackie screamed. I didn't ask you to fix me. For the last time, leave me alone. Apparently the wound is still fresh, Dan remarked as Neville beat a hasty retreat. The sound of a car pulling into the driveway caught their attention. Mom just pulled up with her boss, Mark announced. I'll put that in the microwave, Dan instructed, gesturing to a plate of leftovers. I don't know why she is trying to get a promotion by feeding her boss fish sticks, Becky muttered. I mean, it doesn't even say what kind of fish it is. It just says seafood fragments. It is like an accident they just put in a box. Darlene entered, followed by Robin. Hey Dad Harris, this is Robin. She is the first boss I have brought home that I am not sleeping with, so please be on your best behavior. I can't fix this later. Don't worry, honey, Dan said, putting on his best smile. I will keep my scratching hand on top of the table. I brought red, I hope that is okay, Robin said, holding up a bottle of wine. Oh, well, we are having fish that could very well have beef in it, so red might be fine, Darlene said. Becky walked in and stopped dead. Darlene, what is Robin doing here? I invited her, she is mentoring me, Darlene explained. What are you doing here? Robin asked Becky, equally surprised. I live here, Becky snapped. I didn't know that, Robin said. I thought at 45 your sister had her own place. I did, Becky said. And if I save enough from working at Smellman. Yep, that is what we call it, I will again. I am confused. What is going on here? Robin asked. Looks like a fight to me, honey, Dan observed from the couch. I told you management was riding my ass, Becky hissed at Darlene. Why did you bring her here? I didn't know it was Robin. Well, now you know. Listen, I don't want to create a problem, Robin said, starting to get up. I can leave. No, 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 Darlene insisted, pushing her back down. You are my guest, all right. Look, I am sorry. I didn't know that you guys had a beef. But I think if you just get to know each other, then maybe you will find some common ground. I doubt it, but I'll sit down. I am willing, Becky said, crossing her arms. I mediated the crap out of that management potential, Darlene whispered to herself. Mark wandered into the room and stopped in front of Robin. Who are you? Hi, I am Robin, I am Darlene, friend. No, really, who are you? That is Mark, my adopted son, Becky said with a straight face. It didn't work out, he is going back in the morning. Robin ignored the joke and looked at Becky. You know, Robin, now that you are here, I should let you know that I am going to be a little bit late for work tomorrow. My baby has her 1-year checkup. Maggie, no problem, Robin said. See that, no problem, Darlene added. Just don't be too late, Robin warned. I don't want to have to write you a third time. Third, I only have one, Becky said, confused. Sometimes my phone doesn't send things, Robin said, checking her screen. Oh, there it is in the outbox. I wouldn't bother, that sounds like spam, Darlene suggested. You wrote me up for video chatting with my baby too much, Becky asked, her voice trembling with anger. It is only a few minutes here and there, because I miss my kid. Well, I get a live stream of my French bulldog from doggy daycare, Becky, Robin countered. You don't see me constantly checking in on her. Because it is a dog. Well, let us not value one life over another. All God creatures are blah blah blah, Darlene interjected. Why don't we talk about this tomorrow at work? Fine, thank you, Becky said, her jaw set. And it wasn't just here or there, Robin added. It was 45 minutes altogether. These fish sticks are delicious, Dan said, trying to break the tension. Okay, I am not sitting here and getting sniped at in my own kitchen, Becky declared. I am going to eat down in the basement with my daughter, whom I am going to spend time with, so she doesn't forget about me when I don't contact her for 9 hours during the day. Well, if you want her to remember you, maybe you shouldn't keep your baby in the basement, Robin remarked. FYI, we live in the basement. And we have a bathroom down there now. Don't say anything at work, I don't want anyone hitting me up for money. Becky stormed out, and Dan followed her into the hallway. Hey, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at supper? Yeah, I just wanted to come by and check up on you, Jackie said, joining them on the stairs. Well, thanks. Yeah, I didn't really want to be around anybody, Becky sighed. I am sorry about your brother, Dan said to Jackie. Not sorry enough, Jackie muttered. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Becky said, standing up. Not going yet, Jackie said. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the guy you screamed at today. You see, Neville was a sweet, sensitive, puny little kid with spindly legs. The doctor told him he would never walk without crutches. But he was determined to be on the track team, and you know what, he never gave up. And he made it. Save it, sister. I know the ending. He became a track star, Becky said. No. Have you ever seen a track meet? You need regular legs. The coaches would turn off the lights and go home before he finished a race. The point is, he is never going to give up pursuing you. Well, Dell, I have been telling him to go away ever since I met him. Why do you keep harassing me? Because I don't want him to waste his time when he could be with someone who loves him, Jackie explained. So tell him I threw a giraffe at him, and I think he took it as flirting, Becky suggested. Look, you just have to lie, Dan advised. Tell him there is another guy. Tell him that you are dying, or that you are a lesbian. That you are a dying lesbian, Jackie added. Anything to stop him. Okay, fine, I will do it. I don't know if it is going to stop him. He is like a zombie stalker. Put a bullet in his head, and he is like, let us go get coffee. The next morning at work, Becky approached Darlene's station. Why am I supposed to help you? You made a huge scene last night, and totally embarrassed me. And what is with bragging about your basement bathroom? That is just weird. It wasn't just my fault. Robin has got it out for me, Becky pleaded. She likes you, Darlene said. Just get her to take one of the write-ups off my record. I cannot afford to lose a shift. Becky, I have only known this woman for a day. I cannot start telling her how to do her job. Here she is, Becky whispered as Robin approached. Come on. I need to be able to see Beverly Rose during the day. Do this for me, and do it for Beverly Rose. I love you, Darlene. Darlene sighed. Okay, all right, fine, I will talk to Robin. But God, what is wrong with you? How can you say I love you to your sister who does that? Later, Darlene and Robin were finishing their coffee in the break room. It was great having you over for dinner. Sorry about the food, sorry about the conversation, sorry about the family. You have nothing to be sorry about, Robin said. I had a very nice time and the food was just fine. Where did you hit on the way home? Darlene asked. I had a hot dog from the grill at the gas station, Robin admitted. Yeah, we all did that after Thanksgiving last year, Darlene laughed. So look, I really don't want to overstep, but Becky is kind of having a tough time adjusting to not seeing her kid all day. Could you consider cutting her a little slack right now? I could do that, Robin said thoughtfully. Or as your mentor, I could give you your first test. I am going to let you make the call on your sister. And you know how her screen time affects her productivity. What would you do? Is putting off the decision until you offer me an actual promotion a viable answer? Look, if you are going to be in management, you cannot show favor. Everybody gets treated the same. Unless your name is Wellman. Then you get to get coked out of your mind and have the conveyor belt take you all over the building naked. They do that. I signed a document that says they don't, Robin replied with a smirk. Meanwhile, Jackie arrived at the clinic. Doctor, there is someone here to see you. It is Jackie Harris. Oh, really? Send her in, Neville called out. Jackie walked into the room and stopped. Oh, good Lord. You could have said I am up to my elbows in horse. Now it is a minor operation, Neville said calmly. I am taking a fatty mass off this gal liver. Too many hamburgers and beer. You never really think about that when you see a horse sitting in an Applebee's. I am really glad you are here. Yeah, that is what I wanted to talk to you about, Jackie began. Here's the thing. I haven't been completely honest with you. An old boyfriend has come back into my life, and I am dying, and it is all complicated by the fact that I am a lesbian. Good for you, Neville said without looking up. My assistant is at her son's piano recital. Could you please hold the rib spreader? If you hear cracking, you are spreading them too far. Well, shouldn't I have some sort of license for that or training? Yeah, you would think. Hey, could you pass me a roll of gauze? Yeah, Jackie said, handing it over. You know, I didn't realize you were a surgeon. It is really impressive. It is kind of the glamour end of the business, Neville said. Now take this tumor and put it in the bucket, will you? Oh, Jackie said, her face pale. Do they often know? The reason I said all that BS about the boyfriend and being a lesbian is cause I was just trying to take one last shot to stop you from chasing me. I have told you MOT tram times I am a disaster. Why you still want me? Because you are an amazing person and you deserve someone who's crazy about you, Neville said simply. Look, you have to really listen to me this time, Jackie insisted. The last thing I need right now is a boyfriend. But I could use a nice friend. I would be honored to be your friend, Neville replied. Good. Can I agree to be your friend, but secretly adore you and want more? Well, what you do on your own time, that is your business, Jackie said. Back at the factory, Becky slammed her locker door. I am really pissed. Why? Darlene asked. Not only did Robin not take the second write-up off, she gave me a third one, and they docked my pay. You never talked to her, did you? Look, if you don't want to keep getting in trouble, then just call Beverly Rose on your break or at lunch. End of problems. I will just talk to Robin myself, Becky snapped. Wait, Robin didn't do this, I did. Becky froze. What? She wanted to see if I was management material and if I could make an objective decision based on the facts, Darlene explained. So you sold me out just to prove you could be a manager? No, I didn't sell you out, Darlene argued. Your productivity is down. You are spending almost 45 minutes a day on your phone during work time. And the rest of the time, I work my ass off. I cannot believe you did this. Look, they wanted to take away a whole shift from you because of me. They only docked your pay. Only. I need that money. You were depressed, you even had to take that job, and I got you through it no matter how bad it has got. Our family has always stuck together, and now you are screwing me over to get ahead. Oh no, don't try to turn this around, Becky, Darlene warned. I made the right decision. All right. You are putting your bad behavior above me getting a chance to do something better for my family. Bad behavior. I was being a mom. You are just jealous I have a baby I get to see. Wow, screw you. Screw you, Darlene yelled back. You screwed me first. You are not my sister. That is fine, I don't need you. I certainly don't need you. We'll fall off a cliff and die. Stand under me. Dan, watching from the kitchen, shook his head. Whoa, there is a lot of drama around here. I think it is you, Jackie noted. Before you got here, everything was pretty quiet. Later that week, Mark stood at the front of his class holding his history report. And so after a lot of research, I actually found a few of my ancestors who fought on the side of liberty with mixed results. There was Angus Connor, who served honorably and then was killed for cheating at cards in debtor prison. And here is Archibald Connor, who blew his head off goofing around with a cannon. This is Horatio Connor, who served on the USS Lexington. He got drunk on kerosene, tried to dance with a mop, got tangled in an anchor rope, and was dragged to the bottom of the sea. Mark looked up at his classmates, his expression weary. I have got more, but what is the point? The end.